for the next question. And it's a two-part question. First of all, what do you see as the top challenge in this office? And secondly, overall, what changes would you make in this office? 2 minutes. We'll start with Peggy.
The top challenge in the office is to meet the deadlines associated with tax extension while relying on other entities to provide the information that you need. In the tax extension process, we require information from the assessor's office, and he is fully able and has been moving up the tax cycle over the years. It's been a real blessing to work with him. And the next process is getting the information from the taxing bodies. And although we have a deadline of last Tuesday in December, many times the proper paperwork is not completed or filed appropriately. And while I would like to speedily move along with the extension process, I am made to hold off waiting for court orders to be able to fulfill the responsibilities of the other taxing bodies. Now let me say that the majority of them get their paperwork in and get it in appropriately, but there are some that come in slowly or inaccurately. So I would say the tax extension process is the most challenging. As far as changes go, I would say that the main thing that I want to do is to continue to have a great staff and have a great atmosphere in the office. I would encourage any of you to come and meet my staff, interview them, and speak with them. And that would be my goal, to retain good staff over the years and serve the citizens of McLean County. While I'm not a politician, I am a public servant, and I appreciate all of you. Thank you.
I believe the top challenge facing the McLean County Clerk's office is to make the voter registration rolls 100% accurate. Because if we do not have accurate voter rolls and we do not have and empower the people of our county to vote, then what do we have after that? The records of the McLean County Clerk's Office Voter Registration Division are inaccurate. We could not even achieve 75% of the vote turnout, even if 75% of the people came to vote. University students are not empowered to vote. They are put off. There have been registration problems between divisions and election commissions, and I believe that that is the most important thing we have to do. The biggest challenge that we have to face is to train and retain quality staff members. The turnover rate has been quite high. I believe my experience in both the Army and in the private sector and working with foreign and diverse cultures will enable me to serve the public with not only an open mind, but to bring in a diverse core of highly trained individuals to work within that office.
I believe that the most important thing in the clerk's office is accuracy. If we do not have the accuracy, it doesn't matter anything else that we do. The election process has its issues, but I would like to take a brief moment to talk about the tax extension process, because I don't think that that's something that's given enough credence. That affects us all, and we have taxing bodies within our community that are having to take out loans to be able to pay their bills. So if the taxes are not done properly or on time, then they have to pay to be able to get their money. So besides the process of working with the employees, which I think is most important, I think that the one topic that we need to spend a lot of time working on is to make sure that our tax extensions are done properly, that they're transparent, that they're out on the website, and that's what I would say.
The bottom line on this question for the workings of the office is the turnover, pure and simple. It addresses all the problems that my worthy opponents have just brought up. This office has a 50% on average turnover of employees every year. That is unacceptable. You can't run a good office that way. If you're in a corporation, you would have been fired. In the last 11 years, there have been 10 election commissioners. In the last 11 years, there have been 8 tax administrators. This is the problem. I have the experience with training, hiring, and that would be my first goal. And the main goal is if you can retain employees that will stay and retire in this office. Only one employee has retired from this office in the last 10 years, and that was in about 1998. You compare that to the circuit clerk's office, who has a less than 10% turnover, and many, many fine employees retire after years in office. That's what needs to be changed. If you solve that problem, you solve all the other problems.
Thank you. You'll have 1 minute for the next question. And it's just coincidental that this is the next question. You'll be surprised when you hear it. And we're going to start with Jeffrey. What procedure will you use to hire your employees, and do you have in mind right now whom you might hire?
What procedure I would use would be to receive applications from the county, to make use of the Merit Commission, which is in place in McLean County, rather than take the political and favoritism out of the office. I can tell you right now I can't say who I will hire, but I can tell you who I won't hire: any relatives, any friends, or any nepotism of any form. I believe that the employees of that office should be hired on the basis of their merit, their formal education, and their experience within these divisions. I am capable of reviewing those applications and taking suggestions from the Merit Commission, but I cannot say and make personnel decisions at this time because I haven't had a chance to review. There are probably quality people within the office right now. I do not work with them on a daily basis, and I will give them a chance to present their case at such time. But I believe the Merit Commission will feed the names to me, and I'll review them from there.
Okay, Michael?
The very first thing that I would put into place is the same thing I do in my small business, which every employee that comes to work for us has to go through a strengths and weaknesses evaluation. You need to know where your employees' strengths are going to be before you try and put them into a position. I think far too many times we take gut opinions on when we hire people as opposed to just going through what the facts are, and there are many great forms that are out there to be able to go through those so that way you can hire the best employees.
Okay, Kathy.
Well, in my problems and solutions booklet that addresses one of the concerns is on how to hire. You do it in a legal fashion that's set up. You make sure that the job openings are publicized. You give everyone an equal opportunity to come in, and you have your county clerk, your chief deputy, be a big part of that in a legal fashion, so that you really take it out of the hands of the county clerk in making perhaps what might appear as a jaded look in all sensitive offices. You have a second party and a third party look at it in a legal fashion, and rather than go through the 5 detailed ways to hire professionally, they are in the booklet and they are online, but you do it in a very legal and professional manner with oversight.
Okay.
The chief deputy in our office is the one that actually hires and has the ability to fire in the county clerk's office. We've done that so that the hiring and the firing is out of my hands. Of course, I do give credence to their suggestions, and we try to have multitude of counsel to make wise decisions. So what we've done is we've implemented the county's process, which is to post the positions. Other than seasonal, we have people that come in on a regular basis to assist with the election process and sometimes taxes. I would like to address one issue about retirement. We've had 3 individuals that have retired from the county clerk's office.
Okay.